Mbappe has signed the biggest contract in football history. He will remain. He signs a contract with PSG, parent Paris Saint Germain. I'm considering. I'm thinking FC means football club. Could be wrong, but that's a great guess. He signs the deal, and the deal is good through 2025. He signs a deal for 435 million euros. So dollars. I don't know how it works in other foreign countries, but
It's like $600 million, something like that, or something like that. They're the euro is worth more than the
yeah, it's
dollar,
different.
so
It's
it's
different.
pretty crazy.
It's different. But yeah, he signs the most expensive contract in the history of football. And they say on average he's gonna make about 5 million a month.
Bro, they say he make $1 million a week. That is crazy.
Just on his
Four to
contract.
five million
No,
a
no.
month.
It's weird.
But that's just on his contract. That's
Four,
not counting his
still,
signing bonus.
4 to 5 million a month. He
Right.
got a
Plus his
hundred.
contract or plus his
He got
signing
a
bonus.
100 million euros just for accepting the proposal.
He's just
Hey,
making a cool
hey,
million a week.
and please tell the people how old this man is too.
23. 20. He won't be 24 until December 20th of this year.
That's
This
crazy.
guy is he's kind of like the Luka Doncic, man. He's been playing pro since he was
And
16 years
and
old.
and he's a black soccer player. So hopefully, with him being a little darker melanin, he about walk complexion. Hopefully, that'll make, the black kids here in America be like, hey, soccer might not be that bad. I might need to go on over there and see what I can do. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah,
He
that's
said,
that contract. Yeah, I think John was explaining it earlier. If you could explain it again, John, of how much, what else comes with his contract other than the money concept, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so he's got like that Pat Mahomes contract where he's getting like 50 mil a year, but he also got like I think in dollars it comes out to like he's just signing on the paper. They handed him $137 million just to sign his name. So he's already got 137 plus the 150 coming in for the next 3 years. But then, yeah, so they gave him. Apparently, it sounds like he has permission or the rights to help select the coach, help select the director, help make decisions on signings, and help make decisions on sales, marketing, stuff like that. So
well, he gets a
this,
percentage of everything with his face or name on it.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
but he has say in
Well,
it too.
well, they
So
say that was the reason why he didn't sign with Real Madrid because they were not willing to. Like it was a bidding war. I think Real Madrid started out at like 1.2. PSG said we'll give him 1.4. Real Madrid was like we'll give him 1.5. PSG was like we'll give you 1.9 and your pretty much NIL rights, name, image, likeness.
but they also, yeah, they came in like last minute, it sounds like, because
Yes.
apparently, so there someone else is now filing some sort of legal action against him for something. But like it sounds like Real Madrid had some sort of like not written but like a verbal agreement that he was coming there. That's what they're trying to claim, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So they're a little pissed about that.
Almost like
But
college when you
but
when
it
you
sounds
verbally
like,
commit somewhere.
yeah, it does sound like PSG at the last minute was like, we can't allow this to happen. We have arguably the best player in the world. We have to sell the team to keep him. You know what I mean? Like if he's the only player out there and we have to kick the other 10 guys, listen, we got to make it happen. Like you just, he sells tickets, man. Like he's arguably the best player in the world. It's the same with why I said the other day, Joe Burrow's my favorite playing quarterback, but Cam's my favorite current quarterback until he retires.
You said, Jack.
It's the same. Cristiano Ronaldo is my guy, and when he retired, but Mbappe, man, as soon as Cristiano Ronaldo retires, like Mbappe is my guy. Like I've been watching this kid for years. He's French, man.
Why
He's
he can't
French
just move up the bracket now?
because I stick with my people. I don't ever.
You didn't
You
stick
know,
with the Lakers.
that's a team. This is this weird thing, right? Is like I don't think you understand me yet, right? I always take players over organizations.
Yeah,
He
I
said
always
he
stand
stick
with the
with what he
Kyries.
know, but he didn't stick with them Lakers when
I
OKC.
always stand with the Kyries, the ABs, the Kaepernicks, the whatever. I always take the players' side, like 99% of the time. So Lakers, listen, that's a name. That's a color of a jersey. I don't
I
know.
ain't
That,
trying to
I
hear
can
it.
move on.
yeah, it's just like me saying I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm really not. I'm just a LeBron fan.
You're a
Yeah.
Cleveland.
So
You,
for
you
me,
can't do that. You're a Cleveland fan.
How can you tell me what I can do when
Because
LeBron
you
is my
told us
favorite?
already.
but this
LeBron
contract,
is I am a Cleveland fan, but if wherever LeBron goes, that's where I go. Simple as that.
this contract is insane though, because like you said, like LeBron has that right, as Kyrie would call it, the GM moniker, where he's able to make certain decisions about who my coach is, who my players are. I mean, Kyrie said LeBron put the team together. That's what he literally said. He said, no, LeBron put that team together. So, but he was also in his 30s, had a couple titles under, under his belt and all that stuff. This kid's 23. You just handed him he doesn't have complete say over all those things, but they said apparently he has a good amount of say about who they sign, the players, the director, the coach. Like he could almost pick the whole team at 23 years old. Like it's one thing to hand a kid some money. It's another to tell him, help us run the organization. And so I think it says a lot about his not just his talent, but his knowledge of the game as well.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a lot of power for a 23-year-old. But I mean, I'm always been a firm believer of giving people chances. So I mean, if like John just said, if he has the knowledge of the game and he can put a team together, why not try it? So I mean, hey, if it doesn't work out, then that just means he should just lose out. Oh, well, he can't lose out on his rights because it's in his contract. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just said
I used to work in.
I'm sure it's something they're going to make something happen if he can't live up to his expectations, I should say. So
yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he doesn't have complete say, but sounds like he's got quite a bit.
Majority.
I used to work in sales, and we would have our best salesman. Dude was socially awkward because he was in your face, aggressive, but he was great at making sales. And because he was great at making sales, they would make him the manager. So now not only is your best salesman off the street, but now this dude who's socially awkward, not a people person, aggressive, is now the manager, pissing everyone off. He's not a great manager. He's a great salesman. So now you lost your best salesman and you got a garbage manager at the same time. And that's what could happen with these situations, right? Is you give that kind of power to someone who's a great player doesn't mean he's going to be a great, so to speak, GM. So I think it really does say a lot about his knowledge of the game that they trust him with this much power. I think it says, listen, he's not just a great player and we're just giving him this because he's a great player. We're giving him this because he knows the game.